But on a rise, you want to build further positions.
Okay, all right. We take that point, Jay Bala. Thank you so much for joining us with that technical check on the markets, of course, important on a day like this. And that's, of course, because of the pressure that we're seeing on the Adani Group stocks. And those are down anywhere from 7 to 20% in trade, 25% as well. So let's get in Nimesh right now, who's joining us with more details as to what the possible triggers or the fundamentals, at least, for some of these companies are. Nimesh?
Hi, Sonal. So as you speak, most of the Adani Group stocks have recovered marginally from their intraday lows. So, in fact, it's been a 4 to 5% kind of recovery in all the F&O stocks of Adani Group in the last 1 hour of trade. Now, as you rightly pointed out, while there is panic selling across the board, including Adani Group stocks, there are some fundamental things to watch out as far as the Adani Group stocks are concerned. So, let me start with Ambuja Cement first. Currently, it's trading at around 390. It had fallen to a low of almost 356. The open offer price at which Adani is bought from Holcim was at 385, and Adani promoters have decided to infuse money into the company via preferential warrants at a price of 418. So the stock was trading way below both the prices, the open offer price as well as the price at which the promoters are putting in money in Ambuja Cement. So that's a number to watch as far as the Ambuja Cement is concerned. In fact, just half an hour back, there was a report from Nirmal Bang as well, and they've recommended a buy given purely on valuations that they've become attractive now, and hence you're seeing a bit of pullback in Ambuja Cement. Now coming to the second stock, which is ACC. Even if you look at ACC, the stock is currently trading around 1900 odd levels, but the open offer price of ACC was 2300 levels. So again, it was sharply off the open offer price as well, the price at which the Adanis bought over from Holcim. The third stock is Adani Ports. Now again, that stock intraday was down 25%. It's recovered marginally, 5-7% from the lows, currently about 600 odd levels. On Adani Port, there was a report from Kotak Institutional Equities today. They've upgraded the stock to buy purely on valuations, and they believe at 11.5 times FY24 EV/EBITDA, the stock is attractive. And of course, if you look at Adani Ports, it's a company which has got nearly 50% market share and commanding a margin of close to 65%. So even there, some sort of valuations catch-up has happened in the last 1 hour of trade. The last one is Adani Enterprise. That's going to be very important and very critical as well. The FPO for retail and HNIs have opened today. Remember, the price band is between 1312 and 3276. And on that, there is a 64 rupees discount to the retail investors. Intraday, the stock had fallen below the FPO price. I think it's still trading below the FPO price. So that's something to track for the next couple of days. In fact, there has been an anchor commitment of close to 6,000 crores. Of course, only 50% will come in at an upper end, which is upper end of the price band, which was 3276. So anchors have put in money at 3276, and the stock intraday had hit a low of 2850. So a lot of the stocks got heavily sold into, and there was panic selling. But there are some fundamental things to watch out as far as the Adani Group stocks are concerned.
Thank you very much, Nimesh, for highlighting that. Just a quick word, since we have you with us.
Sure.
What are the dealing rooms telling you now? What is it that you've learned about the fall that we are seeing? Almost a bloodbath now.
Yes, Rima. So, as far as the flows are concerned, the feedback was there is selling pressure in the financial names for the second day running, and that's clearly showing up in the Nifty banks. So, most of the large heavyweight stocks, whether it's PSU banks or private sector banks, there was selling pressure from the larger institutions. So that's the first part. The second part, I guess the sell-off is more brutal today because we've broken the crucial 17,800 on the downside. That was a very crucial support level, so to speak, from a technical point of view. Once that got taken out, there was a consistent feedback that once that gets taken out, you will see panic selling, and that's clearly played out in today's sale. So not only the bank stocks, the Adani Group stocks, but across the board, even the PSU stocks like REC, PFC, HPCL, those are under pressure today. I guess on the other side, some bit of nibbling is happening in the auto names, so that stands out purely on back of strong earnings, and there is a continuation of some bit of buying in the IT names as well. That's from a flow perspective. But I guess some of the crucial technical levels are broken off, and hence you've seen a big selling, not only in the Adani Group stocks, but across the board in banks as well as in the PSU stocks.
Okay, Nimesh, thank you so much for joining us and giving us that perspective. So that's what's happening as far as the Adani Group stocks and the market moves are concerned. For now, we'll slip into a short break. But before we do that, here's time for the CNBC-TV18 budget quiz. Remember, there are prizes to be won every day. We gave you the question at 9:14 today, but in case you missed it, here is today's question. This finance minister asked SEBI in the budget speech to raise the minimum public shareholding in companies to 35% from 25%. And your options are A. Arun Jaitley, B. Piyush Goyal, C. Nirmala Sitharaman, and D. Pranab Mukherjee. Send us your answers on Twitter. Post your answer as a comment on the question tweet on CNBC-TV18 News. Use the hashtag budget with CNBC-TV18. Now hurry and send us your answers. Remember, we will announce the winner at 3 p.m. today.